Hi, it's Monday. We're continuing our series on witnessing, but let me make this simpler, because witnessing, a lot of us, when we hear that, it brings up different images. So let me change it for you. When I say witnessing, what I'm really saying is sharing your story and God's story. And so because God loves us and he accepts us for who we are, but he wants us to be like Jesus, everywhere he went, he shared his story and God's story. And so this week we're going to learn how to share our story, God's and ours. So, John chapter 4, starting from verse 3, because yesterday we talked about how Jesus was compassionate. And I hope and pray that you have your list of 1 to 3 people that you're going to show compassion for. But here is what Jesus, he did something. He left Judea, departed again to Galilee, but he needed to go to Samaria. So it's not enough to have a compassionate eyes to see the need. Actually, now you need to have compassionate feet. So now he saw a need and he went towards the need, which was this woman in Samaria. Now, Samaria, understand that the Jews did not get along with Samaritans. They were considered half-breed. In fact, they had a prayer that went something like this, thank God I'm not a woman or a Samaritan. As a matter of fact, they despised the Samaritans to the point where when they were traveling up and down from Jerusalem to Jericho, for example, they would go around Samaria, take a longer route. It was shorter just to go straight through Samaria, but they did not want to contaminate their feet with Samaritan soil. That's crazy. So here's Jesus, who says he needed to go to Samaria. And he came to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near the plot of ground that Jacob gave to the son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there. And Jesus, therefore, being wearied from his journey, sat by the well, and it was about the 6th hour. This is about noon. And then a woman of Samaria came to draw water. And Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink." And so I'm going to leave, here's the thought for today. As you're being compassionate, don't jump in and hit the person with your story. Don't go in there giving them a Bible study. Start by meeting where they are, but also placing yourself in a position of vulnerability. Here's Jesus. He could have created water, right? Snapped his finger, would have had a bottled water in his hand, but he placed himself in a position of vulnerability towards his woman. Can you give me something to drink? And right there, Jesus broke a major cultural taboo, where a man of a religious stature of Jesus, a rabbi, speaking to a woman in public. But Jesus did not care. He had compassion. And he knew that this woman who was coming at 12, you did not come at 12 to collect water. You came at 6 in the morning. But she came at a time to avoid the crowd, because it gives us the impression that she lived a loose life and she was embarrassed. And so here is Jesus needing to go to Samaria to provide compassion. And he placed himself in a position of vulnerability. So I invite you and challenge you today, as you have your list of 1 to 3 people. Don't go in there and sharing the Bible. No. Hey, I need your help. Can you help me? And that's my thought as I sit on my yellow chair. God bless you. See you tomorrow.